I gave you quite a bit of insight on why you should and shouldn't use why a cold press. Excuse me. Why cold press juicing is better than goodness, what's the word for this? Revolutions. Blender. Goodness, damn TBI. Thank you TBI for the challenge you give me. Anyways, so I'm gonna close off giving you some information about what we just shared here as I'm enjoying my electrolytes, because yeah, I did work out heavier earlier today. So this is more on the importance of iodine, okay? And women, listen closely. Here we go. So iodine is an essential mineral that plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health and well-being in the human body. It is primarily known for its role in thyroid function, okay, and the production of thyroid hormones, okay? This is what I'm saying. Women, listen, which are essential for regulating metabolism. No more muffin top. Metabolism, growth, and development. Iodine is also its growth and development, meaning, this is why I said women, right? Pregnancy, so forth and so on. Yeah, some doctors will tell you to stay away from iodine. Yeah, to a degree, just like too much water will be very bad, detrimental for at any point of your stage. So anyways, growth and development. So iodine is also essential for the proper functioning of other organs, such as brain, women, breast tissue, right? So that's already breast tissue. That's already, and men, obviously we have breast as well, right? It's just called pectorals for men, maybe. Chest, manly chest. So breast tissue and what? Thyroid. Those are mainly for women concerns overall, right? And stomach lining. Remember when I said that the iodine is good for stomach lining? So what does that mean? The flora, it helps to protect the flora from bad bacteria and bad parasites that might enter into your being. One of the main functions of iodine is in the synthesis of thyroid hormones, specifically thyroxine T4 and thiodothyronine. Try one more time. Triodothyronine. T3 is what is, referred to in medical terms. These hormones regulate the body's metabolic rate, energy levels, and overall growth and development. Iodine deficiency can lead to thyroid dysfunction. Women, iodine deficiency can lead to thyroid dysfunction. Okay? So, which can cause symptoms such as fatigue, weight gain, goiter, Goiter, and cognitive impairment. Okay, so that means you won't be able to focus, not just only focus and concentrate properly, your thoughts may not make sense. Cognitive impairment, cognition. Yeah, you understand the thoughts or ideas popping in, but they don't make sense. Why? Because maybe you're low on energy and the neurotransmitters within the CNS, central nervous system, may not be doing proper connections, communications, as I should say. Therefore, cognitive dissonance gets more susceptible within your being when you have cognitive impairment, especially for women. Now you know one way easily you can help combat that. Okay, aside from closing your eyes and neutralizing those thoughts, regulating that heart rate so that cortisol goes away and you don't get muffin top. Because cortisol equals muffin top. Cortisol is stress. Even if you can't get rid of the stress because of the person you live with or whatever the case may be, a simple, all right, I love this person. I can't get rid of them, so I'm gonna live with them. Whatever it might be your child. Stress is stress. Okay, so now you don't get muffin top. Okay, because stress, cortisol, muffin top. Simple. So severe iodine deficiency can even result in developmental delays, intellectual disabilities. Look at that. Intellectual disabilities. Okay, severe deficiency. For those of you who are afraid to consume salt, if you're allergic to it, that's a whole different story. But I've never met anyone that's allergic to salt. Okay, so now, with this in mind, where are we? Intellectual disabilities, and I don't know what this is. And cretinism. Cretinism in children. Cretinism. I don't know the wording on that. So, dietary sources of iodine are crucial for ensuring an adequate intake of this essential mineral. The primary source of iodine in the diet is iodized salt. What do you see there? Iodized salt. Hey. I gotta enjoy these wonderful miraculous empowering drinks, concoctions that I have made to boost my electromagnetism, because we're all electromagnetic beings, and the higher the electromagnetism in us, the more efficient and swiftly we can manifest what we have running in our minds and hearts. Jeremiah 17:10. Look that up. Share it in the comments if you already know what it is. Dietary sources of iodine are crucial for ensuring the inadequate intake of this essential mineral. The primary source of iodine in the diet is iodized salt, which is fortified with iodine to prevent deficiencies in populations that may not have access to naturally iodine-rich foods. Seafood is... I don't need it a lot, but I have a lot of seafood in there. Tuna, salmon, yes, even shrimp. I think that's it for now. So anyways, iodine in different ways. Seafood is another excellent source of iodine, as marine plants and animals. Oh yeah, my favorite coming up soon. Animals, not my favorite, all-time favorite, but it's one of my top favorites. You'll see what I mean right now. Plants and animals accumulate high levels of iodine from seawater. Some examples of iodine-rich foods include seaweed, such as nori, oh yeah, right? Sushi, kombu, wakame. Okay, fish such as cod, tuna, I have tuna in there, and shrimp, I have shrimp in there. Okay, all right. So anyways, why? Because I'm big on nerve. Because I'm 44 years old. It's not that I want to stay young. It's beyond brain and brawn, so it's beyond the vanity. Vanity, no. It's victory. Victory over vanity, okay? Because it's always way beyond brain and brawn. So, with this in mind, seafood is another excellent iodine. Includes seaweed, such as I already said that. And then dairy products, believe it or not, have the iodine in it, such as milk and yogurt. And the first thing I do, especially after a coffee enema, I replenish the good bacteria with Greek yogurt. It has the most protein. Technically a skyr, an Icelandic skyr, per volume has the most protein. I believe that has like about 22, 23 grams. This only has about 16, I believe, per serving. 15 grams. Okay, Icelandic skyr has about 22 grams per serving. And it's good for the flora, for the intestinal lining, for the good bacteria. So, and then lastly, eggs as well. So, the recommended daily intake of iodine varies by age and life stage. According to the National Institute of Health, NIH, the recommended dietary allowance, usually known as RDA, when you see RDA, is recommended daily allowance when it comes to nutrition, so forth and so on. It might be a mother looking into nutrition for children or for herself to help her children throughout because of the transference of the milk and all that. Breast tissue, right? Anyway, vitamin K. I know it sounds weird that I'm bringing this up, but if you have big breasts, okay, it is what it is. It's universal, right? If you have big breasts, you need to be eating, taking a lot of vitamin K rich foods. Look into it and you'll be like, what? I didn't know this. Okay, I gotta start doing this then. Anyways, so iodine is as follows for infants, 6 to 6 months. They need at least 110 micrograms per day. Okay, infants 7 to 12 months, they need 130 micrograms per day. Children 1 to 8 years old, they need 90 micrograms. Children 9 to 13 years old, 120 micrograms. Obviously, we see how the older we become, the more we need, right? Because the bigger our body gets, the more nerve function and more muscle function we have to deal with and fuel, if you may, or provide nutrients for, right? Adolescents and adults, 150 micrograms, not miller, but it's MCG, so micrograms per day. Okay, pregnant and lactating women, you guys need a whopping 220 to even 290 micrograms per day. So if you've been told you should stay away from salt, what the fuck is happening here? Sorry to use those words, but I'm tired of hearing this information out there, and it's coming from mainstream, it's coming from sources that we should be trusting. It's ridiculous what's happening out there. Do your own due diligence and cross-reference what I'm saying. And it's sad that you might even find things that counter this. This is real information. I wouldn't be sharing this with you guys. I wouldn't waste my time or your time, okay? Or your world, meaning your understanding of whatever your life is. So, iodine does not directly affect the body's pH balance. I'm bringing this up because these ingredients, the fruits, do